Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mage, and I'm bringing you another FML custom game. It's not quite the exciting cast that we had last time, but it should still be a very good game, I think. So we're going to start in the top right corner where we have ZS SuperCumulo. I will probably just call him either Super or Cumulo throughout this since that's a rather long name to pronounce all at once. He is a human player who did very well on the bot for several seasons. I believe he finished rank 9 2 seasons ago and rank 7 last season, perhaps. He has made his way back into the free-for-all scene and looks like he's going to try and pick up here and go right back to where he started. So in the bottom right corner, we have Ostone. He was the winner of our last game, and he was playing an orc that one, though. So this one, he is going undead. He's been trying to change his race up to be a little more diverse recently, and is actually a pretty good undead player, although is not able to rely on the heroes the way you can with orc. So we'll see how it fares in this one. And then in the bottom left, we have Tyrant66. He was the winner of the FML semifinal game, actually, and will be playing in the FML finals whenever those may be. It was a very long and passive game, to say the least. And it looks like he's going to go ahead and lose a wisp right off the bat here. Oh, does manage to get it out just in the nick of time. But yeah, he is playing Night Elf in this one. He pretty much switches around his races regularly, but he's two strongest are Night Elf and Undead, I think. He looks like he is going for a altar hero here, so perhaps a Demon Hunter. And as he just said, you cannot Ancient of War creep this. Our last player here is Magadansky. He probably doesn't need much introduction to most of you. He is Undead. He is in the FML finals again, and he will be looking to continue his streak and take home a 4th title before too long. He played in our last game and made it a very enjoyable, exciting game. So we'll see if he can repeat that and have another one here. And we're going to go ahead and... whoops, I've got the bot saying the event. Sorry about that, guys, on Twitch. We're going to go ahead and get Ugri to explain what the difference here is on the Blasted Lands. I believe that this has a time limit on it. But Ugri, if you're hearing this, would you please go ahead and let us know what changes, if any, have been made to this map. I do know that it's going to be the first map in the playffa.net tournament, which is going to be held on Saturday. Registrations are currently open, and you just need to go to playffa.net in order to find out what those change, how to sign up, how to get your name in, and how to win $250. We can see that the players are currently scouting out. So Tyrant wanted the Dark Ranger, a very interesting build here for Dark Ranger. But we can see relatively easy natural expansions there, and each player should be able to grab 3 expansions. It's going to be who gets screwed over by going in the middle. Cumulo has managed to pick up level 2 on the Archmage already, so quick creep there by the human player. Magadansky not yet gotten his Death Knight out, and Ostone has just gotten his. It looks like Ostone just is touch ahead, and he's gonna get ahead and will put up this expansion momentarily. We can see that not too much trouble for Tyrant to take down his as well, and Mag is going to go ahead and get his up and running before too long. So Cumulo is actually going for a much later expansion, which is very odd for a human player. I wonder, so he's going for the Dragon expansion over there. This is a bizarre choice of where he's going to Militia Creep. I'm not sure if he realizes he has a true natural expansion here that he just needs to go ahead and take. So this is a perfect map for a human to do so. It's a little odd that we're seeing this, but I think it may just be he is not aware of the map. And Ugolini is left, so I guess we're not getting any explanation for this. I think that it's just he can implement a time limit on it. So the way this can work is during the tournament, if a game has been going on for more than 90 minutes and people are waiting on the winner of that game, there's a 10-minute countdown, and at the end of the 10 minutes, the player with the highest score is declared the winner. The idea is to prevent people from just turtling in their base, drawing out the game, and to encourage some more action-packed games, and to make sure that the tournament moves along nicely, since free-for-all tournaments generally have an issue with longevity. It's safe to say that we can get some really long games, as those of you that watched the FML semifinals know when we saw a 4-hour game out of it. So it's a wise move on his part, because we do need to get the tournament over with in one day. Here we go. DC Cumulo has started creeping this out. He will be the last to put up an expansion, but he has started his tech to keep, and it's almost halfway there. So it's for that reason that this is a time limit. I don't believe this has been implemented on this map. I think it's something he has to do manually, but I'm not positive on that, so don't quote me. He may explain it in the Twitch chat to us. And if so, I will read out that explanation for those of you that are going to be watching this on YouTube. It does look like Magadansky is quickly going for his second expansion here. It's going to be a pretty tough one with the Chieftain. Cumulo going to go ahead and try and take down this expansion again, but he keeps forgetting that he has dragons there. So Militia will go over and start to put up his expansion now. Magadansky has started his Tech 2 Halls of the Dead, so that's going to work out well for him when he puts up the second expansion. And Tyrant looks like he's going to try and grab a second expansion as well. Surprised that we've not seen Ostone go for it yet. We'll see. Oof, looks like Magadansky is either going to draw these. I'm not sure if he's drawing or backing off. Okay, yeah, so he's just going to try and kite those creeps. Going a little bit smoother here for Tyrant thanks to the fact that he has Silence and the lesser dark minions. We do see in the middle, Cumulo is going to go ahead and grab a second hero from there. I'm guessing it's going to be a Pandarian Brewmaster, but it is an Alchemist instead, so an interesting hero choice. Alchemist has always been one of my favorite heroes. And I think that it makes a great combo against some of these, especially if he's going to be fighting Gargs. It'll work out well. We do see that Ostone was playing a little bit of tit for tat there with Tyrant. On the other hand, not having a Mountain King really is a huge disadvantage for human players. A common hero combination is to go for Archmage, Panda, and Paladin. It does allow for you to do huge AoE damage when you are in big fights. Mana Stone, not really worth the item there. On the other hand, it also means that you are unable to prevent undeads from kiting you, and you're unable to prevent the Orc players from pretty much just completely dominating you. I mean, that's where the Mountain King really loses out here. We are going to see Ostone try and take down this middle creep camp. Looks like pretty decent levels of creeps, but nothing terribly hard so far. He did bring in some ghouls to help him out, but did lose one in the process. Let's see what item that is. Come on. Alright, well, we'll see it in a moment, I'm sure. But as I was saying, the Alchemist does provide a great AoE with Acid Bomb. Pendant Man, a nice item there for him, actually. But the downside is you also don't have Haze, so you're losing another ability to slow there. And you also are incapable of using Breath of Fire, which is pretty much the best AoE in the game. And Cumulo is going to go ahead and... Nope, he is going to let that live. Not going to try and press Magadansky, doesn't look like. But still, when you get to Transmute, the Alchemist is certainly a great hero. We'll see if he does manage to get it there, how it goes. Okay, so to go back to the map Blasted Lands, how it's going to work in the tournament is if the game has been going on for 90 minutes and the round needs to end because the player is needed for it later on, there will be a 10-minute, I guess, countdown put on, essentially, for players to try and fight it out. That's a good chance to increase your hero score, etc., etc. So it's not going to end right away, which would be a little bit unfair. Instead, you do have a time notice, and that prevents people from just completely screwing over the tournament, making sure that it goes, does not go forever, etc. We are going to see Cumulo go ahead and push Magadansky here, it looks like. But we will not have a time limit on the final, so that will just be rounds 1 and 2. And as I was saying, that was for the PlayFFA.net tournament. So I'm going to go ahead around, check what we got going on. We are almost at tier 3 for Tyrant. He does have some hippos producing right now. That is to take down the expansion, I presume. Although he doesn't need much help with that. He's picked up the Panda as a second. He's got level 2 on that. So pretty standard so far for him. Gargoyle is coming out here for Ostone to help take down these Harpies. Almost level 4 on the Death Knight. Lich is close to level 2. And he got a Scroll of Animate Dead. So he's really getting boned on the items right now. Just looking at him, he is almost a Black Citadel, and he's got about 900 and 300, not yet capped 50. Cumulo has a level 3 Archmage, level 2 Alchemist. He is almost complete with Castle. I presume we'll see the Paladin coming out momentarily, and he's going to have around 1,800 once the Paladin comes out. Magadansky, not quite to Black Citadel, got another quarter of the way there. He is producing his Crypts now. He is going for mostly Fiends, and could have a fight here with Tyrant, going to try and take down some of these archers. Got to be careful with the Fiend, though, we do have no mana on the Death Knight pretty much. There we go. With the Ding, he's got enough for one coil. We'll see if he manages to save the Fiend. If he's switching over to Gargoyles, this is not going to be a huge deal for him. If he's trying to have a Fiend-based army, it will be. And there we go. Pass a TP onto the Brewmaster. Just saves it in the nick of time. And we see Cumulo hit level 3, and he grabbed a Staff of Silence. So an amazing item, and the best one that you can get the drop for, I think. And I'm looking around. We do not have markets on this map, so he is going to be the only one with that Staff of Silence, I believe. Interesting, he's keeping his claws on the Archmage, not passing him off to the Alchemist. Some of an odd choice there, I think. But probably won't play too big a difference in the end. And we do see that Ostone not going to sell off the Scroll of Animate Dead, so I wonder if he's going to try and use that for some type of push. A little tough to know. We do see Dreadlord on its way out for Magadansky, and Paladin has already been produced. So one creep camp left on the map, or one significant creep camp left on the map, and it will go to Tyrant. If he does this right, he should be able to grab level 3 on the Parandarian Brewmaster. But Magadansky's going to come right in here and may be looking for a creep jack, but could lose the Crypt Fiend if he's not careful. Keep of the Grove has come out as the third hero for Tyrant, so pretty standard build here for him. Beautiful save on the Fiend, but probably not going to be enough in the end and still will go down. On the other side of the map, we do have Ostone and Cumulo getting a quick little battle in. 50 food for Ostone, 45 for Cumulo. Griffin Rider will go down. That's level 3 on the Lich. Still level 3 Archmage, which is somewhat surprising, but the Alchemist is level 3 as well. And we see that he only has one expansion up right now. Ostone has his second going up, and we see a third one is up and running for Tyrant, so he's really got the advantage right now. Magadansky's got 2. And we can see that there's not yet been a noticeable gold difference that's created, but that should come before too long. And we are going to see a fight between Ostone and Cumulo right now. I think that Ostone feels like he can kind of tome Cumulo, and down goes that Paladin. He may be correct that he can indeed do that. We'll see how this works out. Staff of Silence did play out well there for him, but not quite enough. 0-1 upgrades, and we're going to have Tyrant creep-jacking Magadansky right now. Not yet barked down the Harpy Queen, and this is a perfect map for Tyrant to be able to take down to be able to take down with all these hippogriffs. So you see the Lich is getting very low. It is still level 1. Silence is off on the Death Knight, and the Lich goes down. Dreadlord could follow suit before too long. Keep of the Grove did get staffed. It's on its way back. It's got about half health, so he's not going to have to worry too much about it. Let's see what item was picked up. The Flute of Accuracy, it looks like, and we see the Panda getting very low. Going to pass the TP off and go for that. Does have to be careful. He's at 17 right now, and the Fiend is just hunting him down, and there it goes down, so just got cocky. Bad move by Tyrant. However, we do see that the Dreadlord may go down. Sorry, the item there was an Inferno Stone, actually. And there we go. Dreadlord does go down. Let's see if the Keeper of the Grove is going to survive. We'll flip over here to the other side, see what Cumulo is going on. He's got tanks pumping, so probably going to be able to fend off Ostone. However, the Death Knight did bring down the Keeper of the Grove there. So 2 heroes down for Tyrant. Good creep jack, but it went south for him very quickly. Despite everything from Magadansky, he lost 2 heroes as well, but did pick up a great item. I'm not sure who the creep kill actually went to on that one. I presume it was Tyrant, though, because he had all the hippogriffs there. We can see the Dark Ranger is about 200 away from getting level 3 Silence. Excuse me, I had a little bit of a frog in my throat. And Cumulo, despite having his tanks out, is going to lose this expansion, or at least lose all of the peasants on it, and that means that we're going to be having a 2 expansions to 0 expansion fight with Ostone over Cumulo. If Ostone can tome him at 50, he is going to be in terrific shape right now. DC, all peasants have gone that on level 2 on the Dreadlord. Lich is level 3, level 4 on the Death Knight, but he's also got 2k he banked right now. 2-1 upgrades on the Siege Engines and 1-0 on the Griffin Riders. I do not see any type of... Oh, we do have a single scroll of healing there for Ostone. And here we go, focusing down the Fiends. Ostone's got to be careful right now. There we go. Took him a little while to react to this, but tanks out of position. They are not doing very much. Now he has kind of cutted them back in, and Fiend goes down. I think we'll see that the Gargoyle goes down. And really the big wild card in this right now is that Water Elemental, which is doing a good bit of damage. I'm not sure if he's going to switch over to going for Tome of Retraining and Blizzard soon, or what his plan is, but we can see also Magadansky up to 80, 2-1 on the Gargoyles, but he's going for Tyrant pretty soon. Tyrant matching him right back up there with the typical Chippo army. Keeper of the Grove's got a little while before it comes back out, but this should be a very interesting battle. What may be the difference here is the Inferno Stone in the Dreadlord's pocket right now. Also, we did see there Dust of Appearance going off for Tyrant. Bad luck that Magadansky keeps the shade just out of the range for where it would go off. So let's get some initial impressions on the map so far. It does look like it gears up for a cross-map 1v1, which is kind of interesting because I feel like if you take out your entire bottom section, so pretty much along this from yellow to blue, it would allow you easier access to these gold mines, and it would be harder for your opponents to take them down. So I'm somewhat surprised at the way that this is gearing up is just straight 1v1s across the board. It does not look like a good map for cross-mapping at all. Also, why do our players also have to fight at the same time? So that's just what struck me so far, but it does seem to encourage action-packed games, which is exciting. Ostone has gotten these gargoyles out. I'm surprised he's not yet stone formed and to get rid of Acid Bomb. So far, the fight seems to be going in his favor. The Lich is just a tick off hitting level 4. We'll see if the tank gets staffed back here or not. SuperCumulo is down to 400 gold right now, losing these Griffin Riders very, very quickly. Alchemist not helping out nearly as much as he thought it would, I think. Flip over here. We're going to have a big fight between Magadansky and Tyrant, and so far it looks like things are going in Magadansky's favor. He has a ton of gargoyles. He has pumped up to 400, realizing he cannot take this chip or harm me without it, and I'm surprised that we have not yet seen him stone form to get out of the haze. Scroll of Healing does go off right now. Tyrant down to 82, and he is losing these hippogriffs very quickly, but his Scroll of Healing goes off as well. He is going to be forced to TP out, though. Let's switch back over here to Ostone. We do see SuperCumulo has gotten 2 expansions up now, but things not going very well for him, and there we go. We did see the Panda went down for Tyrant as he TP'd out. Magadansky going to push on. This could be the end of Tyrant if he's not careful. And it also could be the end of Cumulo if he's not careful. But he is up to 1,500 now. However, he is sitting at 40 food. This is not the time to try and hoard, my friend. And he's going to lose the Siege Engine. Looks like that's going down. Over here, it looks like the expansion's going down for Tyrant and gets the heroes out of the way before he gets detonated by those wisps. We see a Chimera is on its way out. However, the Ancients of Wind need to start pumping the Hippogriffs. What you need now is not Chimeras, it is pure AA. Without the Panda, I don't see this fight going very well for Tyrant at all. And yep, we do see a silence go off, but it misses the Lich, and the Lich is going to be crucial in these fights. We've got 96 for Maga. He is continuing to relentlessly pump. We do see that the Death Knight is getting very low. There is no potion of invulnerability on it. Oh, there is. It pops it right now. So should have figured Magadansky would have it. There we go. So Cumulo has called GG, and I think Tyrant's going to call GG momentarily as well. We do see that, yep. There we go. So 2 players called GG. It's going to be an Undead v Undead battle with Ostone and Magadansky. 3 expansions for each player. Right now we've got 2,000 versus 1,000 gold, but 90 food, 4 food versus 79. We've got 5, 4... and 3. Nothing terribly interesting, so we got the Flute of Accuracy, which will be very helpful for the Lich. However, most of these gargoyles are going to be focusing on air, theoretically at least. And the Scroll of Animate Dead, the changer here is going to be the Dreadlord having that Inferno Stone as opposed to the Scroll of Dead. However, it is 5, 3, and 3, so he does have a lesser level on the Lich. Slight advantage to Ostone and Hero Arena, but overall advantage to Magadansky, I think, due to the fact that he is up to 100. We'll see if Ostone's going to continue to pump. It looks like he's staying at 80. So 2 schools of thought on this approach. Staying at 80, obviously, you have the benefit of being able to gain more gold long term. It will help you in the late game for sure if you can just out-army and outmass your opponent. But I like Magadansky's approach better here. It is a 1v1, and if you can continue to win fights, then it doesn't matter how much gold your opponent has because they're never going to be able to reproduce it. The army that's needed to fight you off. And I'm not sure if Ostone realizes that Magadansky has a 100 food army right now and thinks maybe he's fighting an 80-80 fight. But he does have to be very careful that he does not lose one of these terribly. I expect we'll see him pump up to 80 before too long, but you don't really know. And here comes that TP. This should be a good fight for Magadansky. He's going to be facing a 100 versus 80. We do see a Lich leading off there. The Scroll of Protection is on the Gargoyles. Let's see how well the Destroyers do in taking it off. Sleep goes off on the Dreadlord there, and we do have our first big fight between the 2 players coming in. And the Inferno Stone already gets used, so interesting choice to use it now and not wait to be in the base. Maga at 91, Ostone down to 65. So far, fight definitely going in Magadansky's favor. We can just see the massive amount of gargoyles here and the huge differential that is going on. Sleep goes off on the Death Knight. It does not have a TP. There's no TP on the Lich Note. is a TP on the Dreadlord, so theoretically he should be able to pull off some type of surround on this Death Knight. Let's see if the Dreadlord goes back and continues to sleep it. He needs to go ahead. Yep, pops the Potion of Invulnerability and the Scroll of Healing. However, there are a lot of really low units right now, and there we go. We do see the surround go off, and we do see that it is going to be a surround on the Death Knight. Beautiful stone form, and Death Knight is going to go down for Ostone. GG called, and there is another quick one, guys. Very well played by Magadansky, and an exciting game. 20 minutes. You don't often see a free-for-all last only 20 minutes, guys. You're probably not going to see a whole lot more, to be honest. So I hope you enjoyed it. I think I am done casting for now. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to follow us on YouTube. It's youtube.com/FFAmasters. Make sure to follow us on Twitch as well. You can just click that button right there. And for those of you on YouTube, it's twitch.tv/FFAmastersLeague. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you all soon. Later.
It's such a travesty.